Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Are you overthinking and overcomplicating things? It's time to simplify. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com, and founder of Team Power Blast. You know, I've been out of commission for a little bit. I've got to wear the sunglasses a little bit because I've been having these little migraines and puffy eyes and stuff. A little reaction to some medications that I was put on for colitis. Yeah, I won't get all into that. You've seen maybe the past podcast, but getting better and better. And I appreciate all the cards and the help and everything that the well wishes that people have been given. It's been great. Some of the conversations I've been having with people, and maybe this will help you, because I know I struggled with this for a long time. It was overthinking and overcomplicating the decision to get healthy and fit. You sit there and you think, man, I want to get healthy, I want to get fit, I need to lose 40 pounds, I need to lose 50 pounds. For me, it was, I knew that I was beyond my tipping point, and I didn't know how much weight I wanted to lose. I just wanted to lose the beer gut, and I wanted to stop this direction of going toward the possibility of diabetes. I don't want to say I was a ticking time bomb, but the potential was there. And, you know, I could see the writing on the wall because I'd seen other people in our family struggle with that. So it would be very easy to create all these little scenarios and all these things in my head, but never do anything. And so I'd been talking to a few people, and, you know, I think a lot of times we start things and we stop things, or we get sidetracked, or we fail maybe at a health and nutrition, or we join a gym and then we stop going for whatever reason, and we build up these little this little bank of failures, or these little banks of things that maybe didn't work because we didn't commit to doing it. So then when we get to that tipping point that we're like, I'm actually going to do something, I'm going to do it, we like to create these little stories in our head of what if, you know, will it work for me? Can I commit? What if I fail again? And you create this little drama fest, and it paralyzes you, and you take no action. And by not taking action, you know what's going to happen. You know, you continue on that direction of that little ticking time bomb thing, of whatever that means for you. And the biggest hurdle to overcome is, you know, it's not the workouts, it's not even eating right and eating healthy. It's the head game that we play between our ears. You know, sure, there may have been times when you started that journey and perhaps got sidetracked, but you know, for me, when I finally made that decision to get fit, and I said, I'm going to commit, and I set myself a little time schedule on the calendar, because it's hard to look at 90 days out, or you know, a year out, and say by next year I'm going to be this, because that's a lot of days to overcome, a lot of festivals, a lot of birthday parties, a lot of events, a lot of times that you'll just be feeling exhausted. But for me, I needed to set aside all of the BS excuses of the past, even though I failed many times before. I just realized if I was going to do this, I needed to push through the major obstacles to reach my goal. I can't just want to. I needed to be in a full-on blitz of excitement and determination to get fit, to lose the weight, and to go after it no matter what. So I made myself a priority. I said, that's why I say put yourself first. Until that time, I wasn't doing anything. And so once I got done with a certain number of days, and for me, I started with 90 days, but I did one day at a time. All I wanted to do on that calendar was I just showed up that day, marked a little X on the calendar. Boom. The next day, if I was tired, whatever, I just set aside the stupid excuses and said, I'm showing up this day. Even though it was 90 days out and I could see there was like 88 days to go. All I wanted to do was be in that moment, just that day. Okay? And so that's what I did. I would show up, I did the workout, got my Shakeology in, ate the best I thought I could, probably wasn't the best, but the workouts I was going to do, I wanted something that wanted to be consistent at, that I could succeed at. And so I was showing up regardless of an event that was going on, or regardless of I was tired that day, or regardless of I just didn't feel like it. I just showed up and I said, you know what, I'll try. If it was like a 35-minute workout, I'm going to at least do 15 minutes. And then once I got started, bam, I'd finish it, okay? And I never looked back, So it's hard to visualize sometimes, even 21 days, 3 weeks. I know it sounds really short, but sometimes it's hard to visualize what it's going to be. But we need to get rid of this all or nothing mentality. A lot of us have it. A lot of us like, I'm all in, okay? And then if you get a little sidetracked, I'm all out. So we get this little self-sabotaging behaviors. We get a little bit of success. Maybe we get a week in, lose a little bit of weight, and then feel like we can binge on pizza, feel awful for the rest of the week, and then do nothing moving forward. So we need to stop the self-sabotage. We need to stop the all or nothing mentality. Just decide. Show up today and do it now. Okay? Stop worrying about, that far into the future sort of thing. Just plan ahead for the next day, or just plan ahead for the next week. Okay? Planning's very good. Show up each day and, stop worrying about all these little stories that you're creating in your head. Just do today and just do it now. There's my message for you today. I so appreciate you subscribing, for supporting me, for getting over on iTunes and popping in a review and a 5-star rating. You guys absolutely rock. I absolutely appreciate it. If you know of somebody that can really benefit from this podcast, please share this episode or share the podcast, and it can get around. I am rooting you on, and remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.